Welcome to the introductory video for Chapter 29 on tables. Solidworks creates a lot of different types of tables. Here's where you access the table tools. You can go to Insert, Tables, and look through all the types of tables that are available. General tables are just manually created and don't have any specific function, although you can use automated data from your custom properties in parts and assemblies. The whole table will gather whole sizes and positions. Bill of materials gathers information on parts in the assembly. Excel-based bill of materials is an older type of table that obviously used Excel, but the preferred method these days is the Solidworks table-based bill of materials. That's for various reasons. You don't have to have Excel installed, and Solidworks has included a lot of the functionality in the bill of materials that you need, where in Excel you used to have to write some special syntax in order to get things to work. Revision tables will help you keep track of revisions of drawings and of models. If you have a PDM system, you'll have to handle this a little bit differently. The design table that creates configurations for parts and assemblies can be shown on the drawing, and this is one way to do it. It's grayed out here because the part that's on this drawing does not have a design table. There's also a Weldment Cut List. If you've created a weldment, Solidworks will show you how many pieces of what size of what various shapes you need to create to finish that particular weldment. A weld table will call out various welds on a weldment. Bend table is for a sheet metal part, calling out various bends. And a punch table, again for sheet metal parts, when you have standard shapes or punches that are used on the part to form features. Electrical tables are a little beyond the scope of this course, but these will help you create an electrical bill of materials, a cut list for wires, and a connector table, should you need that sort of thing. You can also get to some of the table tools by right-clicking on a toolbar and pull up the table toolbar. This will take you down through all the same types of tables that the menus allow us to access. The general table, whole table, bill of materials, Excel-based bill of materials, revision table, design table, weldment cut list, weld table, bend table, punch table, and title block table is something that's a little bit different. We've talked about that when we talked about creating drawing templates and formats. Title block table goes into your drawing format, and it's a zone usually down in one of the lower corners of your drawing that allows you to put in custom property driven information on your drawing. Also, another thing we need to talk about when we're talking about tables is the anchor point. If I right click in a drawing and edit the sheet format, I can go to any one of these sketch endpoints, right click on it, and tell Solidworks to set as anchor. You can create separate anchors for the general table, bill of materials, the whole table, weldment cut list, revision table, weld table, bend table, and punch table. So what this does, let's just call this a general table anchor point. And what this does is when you bring in a table of the general type, it will automatically snap to this particular corner. So you can have a revision table snap to this corner, a bill of materials snap to that corner, a general table snap down here, and this just helps get everything lined up and prevent it from moving on your drawing. This is, again, the type of thing that you want to have set up in your template documents so that you don't have to set this for every new drawing that you create. While we're here, we can talk a little bit about the title block. I can right-click here and go to the title block fields. This brings me down to this area, and you can resize the area if you want to limit it. or make it larger should you need to do that. And you can put in additional fields in here. Again, we talked about this previously, but it's a good idea when you add fields such as who this was drawn by, who it was checked by, the material, the manufacturing method, various things that you might want to have populating your drawing title block. You can also have a tooltip so people know what kind of information to expect or how that information is being used. So this brings us to the end of the Chapter 29 video. I hope you'll find the chapter informative. There's a lot of detail information in the text and screen captures that you'll find in the chapter.